I'm going to bring you perhaps the most important lesson when it comes to relationships, and it comes from this book, The Mastery of Love. This book is almost an offshoot of the Four Agreements. It's a Toltec tale of basically love and how to approach love and where most people go wrong. And it's a tremendous book, but the concept I want to talk about today is a simple section when it talks about how to deal with others, how to enter into relationships, how to know that you're ready to enter into a relationship. And it's a very simple, it's very simple. It's a very simple question. Are you ready to ditch all of the trauma that you've had in the past? Are you ready to get over all of the people that have hurt you? Are you ready to get over all the wrong that has happened to you and approach this relationship and give it a fair shake? And if you can't answer yes to that immediately, then you're not ready. And it's a sad thing because I need you to understand that most relationships break down not because the people aren't loving each other, not because they, disagree. Maybe there are some disagreements, but it's always worsened by somebody having a bad experience in the past, bringing that to the new relationship, and that person have a similar experience and bringing that together. And these things combine and make a tiny problem into something that brings people apart. And that's the real shame of things. And you know, it's not that I've dealt with this recently, but I never knew how to describe this. I never knew how to explain this. And the metaphor that's used is very, very easy to understand. So I'm going to bring it to you now. The metaphor that the book uses is each person has a surface, and the surface is either clean or it's poisoned. And when two surfaces collide and form a relationship, if they're poisoned, their poison is going to add together and deepen it. But if they're 100% complete and 100% just normal, then that's going to combine and it's going to be beautiful. And it's truly when we understand it from this perspective, when we understand that we are combining to create something new. We are creating a new narrative. We are creating a new story. And if we create that relationship on shaky grounds, if we create it with a poisoned foundation, then it will forever be poisoned. Then it will forever be doomed to have a falling out at some point. But when we can drop all of this trauma, all of this pain, all of this anger, all of this distrust, and give the person a fair shake, that's when something magical can happen. That's when we can have that fairy tale romance, that fairy tale love. And it's really frustrating because I'm not saying to, completely drop all sense of like, oh, this person's doing this to me, this person's doing that to me. You know what, maybe this is a sign that this person isn't the person that I want to be with. But I'm saying, like, so many of us are entering into relationships without even giving the person the opportunity to prove you right, to prove that they are not a worthy person, to prove that they are not a trustworthy person. And I'm telling you, if you off the bat give people trust, this is the only way to proceed. This is the only way to persist. And I'm telling you right now, I'm in the only happy relationship I've ever been in right now. And it's because I did this. It's because I had no preconceived notions of who this person was. I accepted them for who they showed themselves to be. I trusted them immediately. I gave them the benefit of the doubt immediately. I didn't project my past traumas, my past hurt. I didn't pretend like they were the people that I've been with in the past. I didn't pretend like they were the people that would argue with me or would do things behind my back or do this or do that or do things I didn't like, do things that not respect my wishes, not respect who I was as an individual. And it's like, when you can enter into a relationship without any of these fears, without any of these anxieties, that's a telltale sign that that relationship's going to be something magical. And you know what? Right now it seems like it's going to work out forever, but even if it doesn't, I'm still very happy with the result. And this is something that if you begin to embrace, if you begin to approach relationships without all that poison, without all that hate, without all that anger, you will be tremendously happy. And I'm not saying not to have your reservations. I'm not saying to go 100% in, but I'm just saying, like, when you come with no expectations, be shocked about how amazing things can be. When you come with no guilt, with no anger, with no rage, and you really accept that person for who they really are, that's a blueprint for a tremendous relationship. And I think this is a message more young men need to have, because I'm not saying that, the statistics and all this other stuff, like the divorce statistics, not correct. It's not scary. It's not intimidating. But like, we all focus on how negative the dating pool is, and I'm telling you, like, it doesn't matter how negative the dating pool is. You just have to find one. You literally just have to find one that reflects you in a way that is inspiring to you, that matches your just ambition for caring and nurturing. And it's like we we focus on all the negative, but it's like, dude, just find one, approach it from this perspective, and I'm telling you, you will be happier than you could ever imagine. Because the problem with most people is, you know what? Whatever has happened to them, they take out on their partner. Whatever has gone wrong in their life, they build up these walls. They block themselves off. They hide parts of themselves. And how could you ever be in a loving relationship if you're not giving 100% of yourself? All you can affect is your half of the relationship. And if you're not giving 100%, the other person isn't going to either. On a fundamental level, the more blockades you create, the more walls you build, the more walls the other person is going to build as well. And I really love this book. I think this is a book that everyone should read, because we've all heard the red pill perspective, we've all heard the blue pill perspective, we've all heard all this nonsense on the internet, but it's like, until we get to the spiritual components of relationships and the spiritual components of love, I think, you can cite all the statistics, you can cite all the data, but they will never hit at the core of how much we need love as humans, how much we need love as individuals, how much we need to feel supported and feel cared for. And it's a beautiful thing when you can share all of yourself with somebody else. And this is the book that has allowed me to do this. This is the book that has allowed me to put these things into perspective and really understand what I've been feeling for a long time. So yeah, pick up this book. Great read, great concept, and feel free to ask questions. Feel free to ask for more suggestions if you want stuff like this. But yeah, tremendous book. Very, very short, very, very quick. You can see the size of the book too. It's going to take you probably just a day to read, and it honestly is life-changing information in terms of relationships. So yeah, thank you so much for making this far. Love all you guys. If you want more from me, join my Discord. On top of that, my Discord also has my book list now. But yeah, that's big news. That was really thing I was pushing off for a while. But if you want even more, if you want my courses, if you want to find out how I began changing my life and thinking in different ways, and really speed up your process, like, I have a paid community. Go ahead, click that link. Very, very cheap right now. It's gonna go up, but in that I will speed up your process of learning, your process of gaining insights. And the good thing about that is I will point you in the right direction, and I will give you all the ideas that you will learn after years and years of struggle, and you don't have to go through that painful process. So consider checking that out. Thank you guys so much. Love all you guys. Peace out.